Today is Sunday, January 15th, 2023, and we are about to start week 3 of Winter Anime Season 2023. And what that means is there's no more premieres. Everything that is out and airing now is what we've got for the rest of the season. So let's jump into my definitive list of what you should and shouldn't be watching.
When you're up and down and you're over and out, come listen to your friend Stephen Brown. This is the show with Stephen.
Welcome to Weeb World, the internet talk show where we talk about what's going on this week in anime. I'm your host, Stevie B, aka Daddy Cool, aka Sleaze Master. Before we begin, I would like to say I am a 23-year-old grown man who has seen, as of today, 487 different TV anime series and or movies or OVAs. So I'm kind of jaded at this point and it's hard for me to enjoy things. So I'm going to be very critical. I'm sorry if my opinions don't align with your own. Before we get into the list as well, I want to talk about some honorable mentions. I will not be talking about any Season 2s here. Adaptations of things are fine, stuff like that, as you'll see. If you've seen our list last episode, then you'll see that it's carrying over as well in the rankings and things like that. But I will say something like Vinland Saga Season 2, which aired this last week, was amazing. And I recommend you go watch that because it's probably the best anime airing right now, but we're not going to be ranking it along everything else. We just want to go with the new original anime on their Season 1s this year. We're going to start with my drop list here. These are shows that I dropped between the last episode and this episode this week. So first is Tale of Outcasts. I watched one episode to completion, and you know what? This series is a case of wrong place, wrong time. The show was enjoyable, and I mean, I can see myself watching it some other time, but there was something about it just felt like I don't need to watch this right now. I might come back to it later as I sweep back through. I like to sweep back through on seasons, after a year or so to check things that I dropped and give things a second chance. But you may enjoy this one. Maybe check it out. Reborn to Master the Blade is very generic schlock, isekai anime. Did not enjoy it. No reason to watch it. Bo Fury Season 2, I did watch the first season, however, I don't remember anything about it. I watched a recap video on YouTube someone made to try and catch myself up to watch the second season, and I watched about half of the first episode, and honestly, I was like, I don't need to watch this because I'm not going to rewatch the first season, and I don't remember anything that happened, but if you enjoy it, there's no problem. I was watching the first episode, and I get it. I know I watched the first season, so I know I enjoyed it at some level, but I'm just not going to finish it. Alright, I dropped Spy Classroom after 2 full episodes because I just don't like this show. I keep seeing a lot of people talking about it online saying it's really good, and I heard through a Chibi Reviews video that it's cutting a lot of things out of the manga, and apparently the manga is pretty good. So it's easier for me to get into a manga than an anime anyway, so I may read that at some point, but the show is not for me. I dropped Giant Beasts of Ours after 2 episodes. I tried really hard to get into this one. It seemed like something I think I would like, but honestly, there was nothing to tie me to it. There was nothing drawing me in, so it's done. Lastly, I dropped Kaina of the Great Snow Sea after 1 episode. Now, before this coming out, I didn't know anything about it, but I saw it on the Annie charts looking at stuff to what I was going to watch for the season, and I was really excited about this one. It looked like some good sci-fi, stuff going on, but it's fully CGI, and unlike Vash Stampede or Trigun Stampede, this season, the CGI falls flat really bad. It's really ugly, and I just can't do it. Just not going to do it. Now we're going to talk about my probation list. These are shows that I'm giving at least another episode. They're kind of on the fringe, but I'm thinking about dropping them. Up first is Ningen Fushin. I have 2 episodes done of this. I'm waiting for the 3rd episode. I actually, if you watched my videos, I enjoyed the first episode. It was the first show I watched of the season, though, and I do get a little head high from a new season of anime. I'm like, oh, there's new stuff! So I was excited. But the second episode was kind of boring. So we'll have to see where it goes. Chilling in my 30s. I watched 2 episodes so far, waiting for that 3rd episode. And the first episode, didn't like it at all. Second episode kind of gave me a little bit more of a charm to it. But I still think this one's probably going to go. But we'll see what happens after the 3rd episode. Now, lastly, for our probation list is Malevolent Spirits Mononogatari. 1 episode down for this, so I have to wait for a 2nd episode to get more info on it. It seems what I could find on the internet, people are enjoying it, but it seems very generic to me, like a ripoff of Jujutsu Kaisen and all that kind of stuff. And I already am iffy with Jujutsu Kaisen, so we'll see. I'm probably going to drop this one. I want to drop it. Alright, let's work our way up my list. At number 15, the bottom of the list is Ayakashi Triangle. I've seen 1 episode, and I can't in good conscience recommend this show. It is just about titties and ass, and I read the manga because I just read everything that comes out of Shonen Jump just because I'm a Shonen Jump head, and I just like to keep up with what's popular until it itself gets dropped. But yeah, don't watch this show unless you just want to see some boobs. In that case, go watch the show. At number 14, I watched the first episode of Fire Hunter today, and a nice, unique visual style. Not too much going on. I'm not completely drawn in. I almost put this on the probation list, but I believe it's going to go somewhere, so we'll see what happens. Although I would say this one's still at risk. Coming in at number 13, used to be rank 10 last week. I've seen 2 episodes of The Ice Guy and his cool female colleague. This is a cute show. I'm gonna watch this entire show. I have every intention to. This won't get dropped or anything, but it's just not hitting anything out of the park for me. But very enjoyable. Just mediocre. It's a 6. Number 2. Onimai moved up from probation to a solid standing on the rankings. I do enjoy this show. I talked about it before. There's some controversy about it. It can be creepy at times, but otherwise, it feels like good classic moe anime to me. We've seen 2 episodes so far. Still don't know what could happen. I'm not going to say that anyone's really safe on this list. If something gets bad within 3 to 4 episodes, I'm still going to drop it. So we'll see. I might get flack for this one, but this used to be rank 6 last week. It is now rank 11. Tomo-chan has a vagina, or is a girl. It's a good show. It's not bad. I'm watching the dub. I like that it's simulcasting in dub. It makes it easier for me to watch because, I speak English. We've seen 2 episodes, and I don't have any intention of this one going anywhere. I feel like this one's going to stay the long haul for the season. We're going to watch it. It's just not my favorite. Just before recording, I finished this here, number 10, EP. I will finish the 2nd episode. It's moved up from rank 11 last week to rank 10. Nice, enjoyable little moe girl show where they also do judo and beat the shit out of each other, and there's blood and stuff. Like, they smash each other's faces and stuff. It's cute. It's a good show. Officially moved up from the probation list all the way to the 9th spot in the ranking is Iceblade Sorcerer Shall Rule the World. I have 2 episodes down, and the 2nd episode really cemented this place as a guilty pleasure for me because it's got charm to it. It's got a very generic look to it, and it almost plays into part of its charm, and it's got some very random jokes that seem like they're out of character for the show when they do them, but when they happen, it drew me in. So I am actually enjoying this. Farming Life in Another World is our rank 8 spot. It was rank 7 last week. We've seen 2 episodes so far. I do enjoy this show, and it's another generic isekai show. Like this aspect of watching his village grow, and I like, it's kind of like that Reincarnated as a Slime, which a lot of people like. I like when they show you like something growing, like seeing the progress every episode. It's like, feels good in the monkey brain. Now, I was surprised myself looking at my list as I went over the rankings for this. In our 7th spot, a Sugar Apple Fairy Tale, that was at rank 2 last week. We, down with 2 episodes with this one, and I still really like this show. This is a great show. I'm going to watch the whole thing, but the 2nd episode didn't grasp me as much, didn't have as much going on for me as the 1st episode enticed me. With its 2nd episode, Nier Automata version 1.1a moves up from rank 8 to rank 6. And this show is like, and I was thinking about this before recording how I was going to say it, and it just sounds like offensive, or sounds like I'm talking shit about the show, but it's like easy listening anime. It's just chill. Like, I mean, not that it's action oriented. It's not like the storyline's chill or anything, but it's just easy for me to watch and enjoy this. It's easy listening, easy watching. Trigun Stampede is at rank 5, falls from rank 4 last week, 2 episodes in, and I enjoy it, and I'm being able to look past the CGI on it, even though I think it would be better if it was 2D, but so far, so good. Good action, good characters. Definitely, obviously, we're going to get more as we go up. One standout for me, I watched the 2nd episode today, Handyman Saito in Another World, another isekai show, but it moves from rank 5 to rank 4 this week, and it's got good vignette humor, like 4-Koma style, so each episode is broken up into a bunch of little short humor stories. It really keeps my attention. It's got one of my best girls of the season, Ryalza, which will do a best girl ranking at the end of the season as well for our award show. All I can say is go watch this show. It's fun. It's enjoyable. After its 2nd episode, Magical Revolution of the Young Lady, or the Young Princess and the Genius Lady, whatever, stays at rank 3, didn't move. This show, I still want to, this one is a long haul. I think I need to let it simmer and see what happens in the future of it, if it's going to be more plot-oriented or more character-driven, or what it's going to be like, but so far, pretty good Yuri stuff. Now, second place, I haven't watched the second episode yet, but I am eagerly waiting. High Card, very good. High Card, very good. Did I talk about this yet? No, I haven't. I don't think I have talked about this yet. I talked about it on Twitter. Go watch the show. The action's amazing, super fun. It really holds your attention. It's definitely the most gripping thing out right now. It's the most thrill-ridey, fun, keeps your attention, in my opinion. It's just fun from start to finish, the first episode. Now, our number one spot, which was number one last time, is Buddy Daddies. Now, I've only seen the first episode. The second episode is out, but this is like the only show I'm watching with my girlfriend this season, so we're just waiting for her days off, because she works nights when we can have the time to sit down and watch this. But I am excited to watch the second episode. I really like that first episode. If you haven't checked it out, go watch that. All right, so here's the full ranked list next to me, if you want to look at it. Now, I was thinking about it while I was driving my girlfriend to work today, that this season is a little lackluster. This season feels like it's lacking. It just feels like it's like an average. I would give the whole season as a rank right now, 5 out of 10. There's some good stuff. There's nothing amazing, nothing groundbreaking, other than Vinland Saga, which I'm not taking into account, but Vinland Saga is really good, but we're not putting that in the ranking here. Did you like what I said? Do you disagree with something? I'd like to hear your opinions if you want to leave a comment or message me on any of my social medias. They are going to be down in the description. I'd also like to quickly announce the One Piece game, One Piece Odyssey, the JRPG, is out. It's uploading right now behind me off of my PlayStation, the video. We're going to be doing a Let's Play of that. I'm going to do about, I think, an episode every Sunday, maybe more. We'll see, but I think it's going to be one episode a week every Sunday. I'm trying to do now these weekly roundups for anime by Saturdays. I want to drop them, and then Monday through Friday do normal news stories and things like that. And then, of course, I'm going to change up the order of events of how we're going to do anime. I think what we'll do is like bigger first impressions at the start of anime for some videos. We'll get their own stuff and a couple anime per video, and then once shows are out, we'll do these weekly rankings. I think after week 3 or 4, we're not going to do weekly rankings anymore, and what I'll do is make more targeted videos every week on certain anime that are airing and talk about things, and then so that you don't know what I'm ranking things, so that when we do our award show at the end of the season, where I'm going to give best comedy, best action, best show of the season, best girl, best character, stuff like that, that it's more of a surprise and you don't know that the last 3 weeks I've had the same show at number 1 or something, you know what I mean? Because in the way my brain works, these things will fluctuate a lot. Like Buddy Daddies isn't going to sit up there after the second episode. I'm sure things are going to be moved around. But yeah, I'm really excited about making more anime content and also just making more things in general. If you liked what you heard, I appreciate you listening. Please leave a like and subscribe and a comment or something. Let me know what you'd like to see or what you want to talk about, or if you just want to talk to me and get to know me. I'm a friendly guy. If you didn't like what you heard, I appreciate you sticking around and listening to an opinion that's different than your own. If you hated what you heard, you can get banned.
The show is over, but you're still here hanging around. Why don't you hit subscribe?